Your character in Breaking Dawn is Carmen, who's described as compassionate, a good listener, and a vegan.
Obedient?
A vegan.
Oh, okay.
how is Carmen like Mia, and how is Mia like Carmen?
Oh, I'm not a vegan at all.
Okay.
No. For one, you know. But Carmen is neither. I mean, she eats, you know, being a vegetarian vampire means that you just don't eat human blood. Right. So she does drink animal blood. So that way we're kind of like similar. Yeah. Having said that, you know, I only eat organic meat and. Sorry.
I threw you off.
Let's start again.
It's okay.
No, like I sound like a terrible Argentinian person, like eating everything. Okay, let's start again. Sorry. Okay.
It's all normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank God. Your character in Breaking Dawn is Carmen, who is described as a good listener, compassionate, and decidedly vegan. In what ways do you embody Carmen, and how does she embody you?
Well, it's hard to say if there's any similarities between, you know, being an actor and your characters. I like to think that sometimes when you are chosen to play a certain character is because your aura or your energy somehow, you know, goes with how the writer, in this case Stephanie Meyers, or the director envisioned that character. So if that's the case, I'm very flattered, because Carmen is as you said, a very compassionate and warm character, very motherly, and just you know, a very pleasant human being or vampire. So yeah, it's hard for me to say if I am that, but I like to think so, yeah.
You're on several sexiest women's lists, particularly I was looking at Maxim stuff. How important is that to you as an actor, as a musician, in your career?
It's not really important at all, no.
No.
Yeah. It's hard, I think, it's hard for me. Sometimes they just put you on those lists, and in many cases, not in all cases, some of the, you know, men's magazines, I don't really like the way they portray women, or, you know, what a narrow vision of women sometimes they sell.
That said, along sort of the same lines, being Latina, do you feel you've connected with American Latinos, or have you lost a Latino accent as a result? I'm sorry, Latino identification as a result of being American?
Well, I'm not American. I'm from Argentina. Yeah, I'm from Argentina, and I feel very much Argentinian. Okay. And I've been living in the States for 12 years, and I've been lucky enough just to be able to portray many different characters. Sometimes I portray Latina, sometimes European, sometimes American. So I think as an actress, it's kind of like a blessing just to be able to play many different roles and be able to change accents. And so at the same time, I feel very connected with the Latin community, of course, because being from South America, I'm part of it.
What is it like to work with people like Andy Garcia, Gael Garcia Bernal? You were in Arturo Sandoval,
yeah.
Epic, and also in Motorcycle Diaries.
Yeah.
What was it like to work with them?
It was wonderful. Working with Andy in the Arturo Sandoval story for Lover Country for HBO was a great project to be part of. Not only because of the story that we're telling, just to be close to Arturo and Marianela, and also just Andy's a really good friend and just a wonderful human being. With Gael, the same thing. I'm really good friends with Gael, so it was just really nice to get to know him better through Motorcycle Diaries, and also start, you know, our relationship as friends from the film.
What was it like to work with Prince?
Oh, that was quite wonderful. Yeah, I'm not starstruck by a lot of people, but I kind of am by Prince somehow, because I grew up listening to his music and actually learning how to dance to his moves. So when Prince and Salma Hayek, who was directing Prince's video, called me to ask me if I wanted to be part of the video and fly to Morocco with them and spend 10 days filming together in Marrakesh, I just had to say yes. It was such a great time. Yeah.
Tell me about music. Tell me about your music.
I'm finishing my first album. It's coming out at the beginning of next year, and I have a song, Jovera, in the Breaking Dawn soundtrack. I'm so pleased and honored they pick one of my songs for the soundtrack. Over the years, it's been a wonderful album for every film, how they compiled this amazing artist from all over the world to be part of it, and just to be one of the artists this year it's been great.
What's your music like?
It's like imaginary folk.
Okay.
It's, when I read the songs, they're quite folky. My album, I work with this wonderful Icelandic producer, Valgeir Sigurdsson. So he's, his imprint in the record is quite strong. So it's not your usual folk.